to our 34-week update. So I am not sure, I can't remember because I edited that video a while ago if my last video was a 32 and 33 week mashup or if I just skipped week 33. But yeah, I guess week 33, if I did skip, it wasn't significant enough. Like nothing changed enough for me to felt like it warranted recording, so that's okay. I feel like I'm not central. There we go. That's okay. I'll just go off of. We'll just be here. We'll just be at 34 weeks, which is what we are. 34 weeks and 2 days, and I had my 34-week doctor's appointment yesterday. So I have my notes on my phone. And we're just gonna get straight into this update before I ramble for like an hour before telling you guys anything. So, yeah, so she's 34 weeks. We had our last ultrasound, not this week, but last week, just to check on her growth in general. It was a pretty quick ultrasound, but it was the first time that Manny has gotten to see her since she was like 14 weeks. So that was really exciting. And we got little pictures of her chubby cheeks, and it was so cute. It's cool. So right now she's 4 pounds and 12 ounces according to their measurements, and she's already head down on, I don't remember what the doctor said it was called, but she said that she scored 8 out of 8 on like a test that checks for like muscle tone and like bones and stuff. So she scored an 8 out of 8, so that's really cool. And that she's in the 48th percentile of size-wise. So they described it, I mean, most people know, but 0 being the smallest baby possible at her development, 100% being the biggest baby possible at her development. And she's right at 48%. So she's almost exactly in the average on a little small, which even if it's only by 2%, we'll stick to a little small. But no, she's doing great. She definitely, her movements have changed this week. It has gone, which they say it will, it's gone from like stabby little kicks and punches to like full on like swiping movements across my belly. It feels like pretty weird, I'm not gonna lie. It's like a weird sensation, but it's cool. I also felt her hiccup for the first time last week, and she hiccups a lot. I don't know if my girl is like just chowing down on some amniotic fluid or what, but she has been hiccuping a lot. It's a really funny feeling, just like a vibrating in my lower belly. It's really cute. But anyway, so she started hiccuping. What else? Oh, I had a meeting with a specialist last week to look at my lower back. I think I mentioned it in my last video where it's been pretty swollen right at the base of my spine, and I did have a spinal tap 3 years ago that went wrong, and I had to get a blood patch. Basically all that means is just like a lot of needles in my spine. So we were getting my back checked to see if that lower back like bubble of swollen had anything to do with it. He did an ultrasound on my lower back and basically said it wasn't swollen enough for him to tell, and so I have to try and go back at a time that it's more swollen than it was that day, because that day we went straight to the doctor. I'd barely even been awake. I hadn't walked around. There's no pressure on my back. And it was puffy but not swollen like it gets when I walk around all day. So that might be something that we just continue to investigate after I have my baby, as it probably is something that was aggravated by pregnancy, but like it didn't start there, basically is what he said. So but the biggest thing we got from that doctor's appointment is that I am gonna have to meet with an anesthesiologist at the hospital that I'm having my baby to see if I can get an epidural. I might not be able to get an epidural. So my doctor is setting that appointment up for this week, just because in her opinion, she's like, once you get past 36 weeks, I'm really not trying to like have important doctor's appointments wait, because like labor can happen at any time. And so I don't want like you to be in the position where you're 36 weeks and suddenly baby decides that she needs to be here right now, and you haven't had the opportunity to meet with a doctor and know what your plan is, and it's just like all scary and at once. So we're trying to get the meeting with the anesthesiologist this week to see if he thinks it's safe for me to get an epidural, and to just kind of have hit in his mind that I'm coming, because I guess the general surgeon said that I just will need an anesthesiologist that is very accurate. So, and not being able to get an epidural basically takes away my ability to safely get a C-section too. I could still get a C-section, but I would have to be put completely asleep, and I'm really not down for that. I'm not against getting a C-section where I'm partially awake, but I really don't want to be put under. It makes me uncomfortable, and I want to be like aware of my baby's birth. So pretty much if he says I can't get an epidural, then natural is what we're doing, and I have to just kind of get okay with that and prepare myself mentally in the next 6 weeks. So it's okay. I have been reading a lot about it, and even though yes, I did plan on getting an epidural just because why not, it'll help me get her and not feel as much pain, and like it just seemed like the easier option. But the more I've been reading about natural birth, I think it's something that I'm actually pretty okay with. I like the fact that I'll be able to move around more. I can give birth to her in a position that I'm comfortable, or as comfortable as you can be in active labor. And it's better for her. She's more awake and aware. I was reading that it is probably easier for her to latch and breastfeed if I don't have any drugs in my system, because they won't affect her. So I'm going to keep those things in mind. And I guess we're having a natural first birth until I'm screaming for the epidural and they say it's okay, and then that all goes out the window. But we'll see. So yes, we have to meet with an anesthesiologist. I still feel okay about it. It's just like, it is what it is. Either way, I have to go into labor. I have to give birth to my baby, and women have been doing it for thousands of years. So we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Okay, and then, so that's all the doctor stuff. As far as symptoms for me, not a ton has changed, except for my back has been getting really stiff. So the waddle is kind of starting to happen. I don't feel like it's because of the weight of my belly. I feel like it's because my back is stiff. Like my hips feel like almost glued together. So I do waddle a little bit now. I feel like my belly got huge just all of a sudden the last like week and a half. Still no stretch marks, which I'm very thankful for. Still feeling okay, just need more sleep. I kind of think I started having pregnancy cravings. I say I think because I really haven't had any up till now. I've just been eating things that I regularly ate and liked and are fairly normal. And the things that I crave now are not 100% abnormal, except for one of them. It's just not things I normally would go for, and like when I want them, sorry guys, I always touch my hair. That's another symptom. But when I want them like right now, and if I can't get them, I think about them for several days. So one of those is salt and vinegar chips. I don't know why, it's just like I need them. That goes into the one weird one I have. Anything vinegary or just like acidic tasting I love. So like pickles, banana peppers, physical vinegar, mustard, what else, even olives, anything with that kind of like, I don't know, that mouth feel, I am very about. I really like it. I made a salad the other day that was spinach and mustard and banana peppers, olives, corn, pickles. Bruh, it was gross, and I ate it and I was happy, but it was gross. I've also been craving sweet potatoes and like veggies in general. I just like have been fiending for, which I think that's probably just because I like need to get more of them throughout the day. But I've been drinking this green drink and it's been really helping a lot. And then donuts. I didn't even like donuts before I got pregnant. Like vehemently, I would take a bite out of one, always thinking I would like it, never liked it. I don't like donuts. But yeah, yesterday I ate 4. So pregnant lady things. My hair has been just dull and lifeless, I think is the way to put it. I don't know if it's because I've gone outside less this year because I've been working more, but normally my hair is never this dark ever. It gets super dark at the roots, but it lightens to like bleach blonde pretty much by the time it gets to here. Now it's just like dark all over and like weird, and I just don't know. And it just sits weird and it never lays right, and it's just been really weird. I thought pregnancy was going to do wonders for my hair, and really it's just kind of made it like dull and flat and frizzy, which it never ever was before. I don't know. So we're going to see. I don't know. I'm going to get it probably lightened to make myself feel better, and it'll be a vibe. Other symptoms. Oh, someone asked me to share something TMI in my next pregnancy update. I have hemorrhoids. It's a normal part of pregnancy. I was really grossed out though the first time I realized, because it like, you know, it itches really bad. And I only have one. I don't know why I said plural. I've only had one. It's actually already gone away. But so I guess I had a hemorrhoid. I was really grossed out by it. I was like, what is this? But you know what? It's okay. It's a part of things that my body's doing right now, and so I guess I don't care. I really don't. Like, I haven't been that weirded out by pregnancy stuff, not in the sense of like, oh my god, this is beautiful and natural. More like, what is happening? But it's outside my control, so whatever. I signed up for this, so it's fine. What else? I don't think anything else has really changed. I'm trying to think. Oh, I've been getting, did I already say this? Braxton Hicks? Frick, I don't know if I said this. Okay, so I've been getting Braxton Hicks contractions, I think. I mean, honestly, as a first-time mom who's never even had really bad period cramps, it's hard to tell, like, what they mean by contraction. But my whole belly does get super hard. Like, it doesn't really feel like anything, but I do notice it, and so I think that's what it is, because like the whole thing gets like you could knock on it. But yeah, so I've been getting those more frequently the past couple days. It'll only be like 2 or 3 a day, and usually right together, and then they stop. But I had 3 this morning while I was going for a walk with Manny, and so that's when I kind of realized, like, oh, that's what these are. Like, these are Braxton Hicks contractions, because like I said, they like come right in a row. So I was walking and like I really felt it squeezing, and I was like, and that like the pregnant lady breathing thing, it just comes naturally. And then I was walking for a while more, and like 2 minutes later another one came, and I was like, and then later when we were going upstairs, one came, and since I haven't had any. But so yeah, we're getting Braxton Hicks, and we're getting there. It's crazy that this journey is like, I know I'm only 34 weeks, but like it's just crazy that we're almost there. We almost have a baby. We washed all her clothes. It's so crazy. So trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so, but I'll show you guys my belly. This dress is actually one that my friend got me, and I was gonna use it for after pregnancy, but I put it on the other day with this flannel and pretty much haven't taken it off. So alright, so that's me. I get really self-conscious. I feel like a whale, and we still have several weeks to go, so it's really cool. But yeah, so anyways, that's been my 34-week update. We're getting there. We're getting closer to meeting baby child, and I can't wait. If there are videos you guys want us to do, go ahead and drop them down below. I should have a lot more videos coming in the next couple weeks, because I'm not going to be working, and I'm going to have time on my hands. So we're going to do this. But yeah, if there's anything you want to see or any questions you have, holler at me, and we'll do it. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Besos!